blessed. I'm so glad you are here, and I am glad you guys are here, right? And I'm glad you guys are watching at home. And this is my second time at Treasure Quest, right? And so we have been searching for the greatest treasure ever. Have we found it?
No.
No, we have not found it. Have you guys at home found it? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've been searching for the greatest treasure ever, and we've also been looking at the life of Jesus and learning from that. We've learned some great things. And so as we trek through the jungle, we have been seeing lots of plants and monkeys, and I haven't seen any bugs yet, but they may show up in the jungle, right? So,
Yeah.
all right. So, of course, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this room a little more lively, and we're going to jump into our jungle song. So, all right, let's jump into it.
There's a perfect love that takes me at my worst. There's a perfect love that can't be reversed. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This perfect love drives away all fear. This perfect love calls all to draw near. Jesus, the Son of God. Jesus, the Son of Man. Jesus, the King of Kings. Jesus, the great I am. Jesus. There's a perfect love I do not deserve. I don't deserve. There's a perfect love that will never swerve. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. This perfect love drives away all fear. This perfect love calls all to draw near. Jesus, the Son of God. Jesus, the Son of Man. Jesus, the King of Kings. Jesus, the great I am. Jesus.
Hey, God gave his perfect love, his one and only son, who spilled his perfect blood, that sin may be undone.
Jesus, the Son of God. Jesus, the Son of Man. Jesus, the King of Kings. Jesus, the great I am. To you we raise our hands. To you we raise our voice. For you we humbly stand. For you we do rejoice. Jesus. Jesus. Hey.
So, what did we learn last week in Kids Church? Does anybody remember? Anybody? Nobody? I know we had a picture of disciples, right? Somewhere. It's over there,
I know.
right? Was that last week? We had the
Knowledge.
knowledge.
What is knowledge?
What?
Knowledge.
What about knowledge? Anybody? Oliver, you have it?
It was like selfishness and unselfishness.
Yeah, we talked about being selfless, right?
Yeah.
And you guys work on being selfless? You guys at home, did you work at being selfless this week and to serve and to help others? Right? So, today we're going to be looking at miracles, right? So I had like tons of miracles this week. It was super awesome. You guys want to hear my miracles that I had this week?
Sure.
So, I was really hungry, and I was worried that Oliver ate all the food in the refrigerator, and I didn't have anything in the fridge. And I went to the refrigerator, and I still had food in the refrigerator. It was a miracle. Can you believe it? And then I got a new TV.
And a new couch.
And so I was taking it out of the box, and I was actually really, really nervous that I was going to break it because it was so, like, seemed fragile. And I got it out of the box fine, and I got it put up. It's a miracle, right?
No.
No? Well, I got one more for you. So, on my way here, I was worried that when I got to Agape and I got to kids' church, that all the air would be sucked out of the kids' church room and I would suffocate. But when I got here, there was air. It was a miracle.
No.
No?
Boo.
No, those aren't really miracles, are they?
No.
No. And of course, Mr. Jeremy is being a little silly. But today we're going to be talking about miracles. And really, miracles come from God, right? Miracles only come from God. Like, mom and dad can't bring a miracle into your life, right? Your friends can't bring miracles into your life. Really, now they might be a part of them, but only God brings miracles into our life. He is powerful enough, and He can do the miraculous, right? So let's take a look at our Bible verse, because it really talks about Jesus and His miracles. So let's take a look at the Bible verse. You guys ready? All right. So we're going to do our, I was wrong, right? There's our main point. They mixed up the CD from the curriculum. So I mixed that up. So, but I want to read this together. So, are you guys ready? You guys should be pros at this by now because we already did it, right? So, Jesus showed us that He is the Son of God. Let's do this one more time. Jesus showed us that He is the Son of God. Good job, guys. Did you guys do that at home? Awesome. So, this wasn't the Bible verse, but yes, so Jesus, now how did He show us that He was the Son of God? Well, as I said, we were talking about miracles this week, and He did lots of miracles, and we're gonna see those a little later when we're talking about the Bible stories that we're talking about. But He did lots of miracles, and really, those miracles were prophesied before Jesus was born by prophets. Talked about Him healing the sick and restoring the blind and those things. So people knew that Jesus was the Christ or the Messiah or the Son of God, right? So our Bible verse talks about God and how He sees Jesus in these miracles and uses them. So let's take a look. Hopefully this is the Bible verse, you guys at home. All right. So, who wants to read this nice and loud and proud? Ben. Little louder, Ben.
People of Israel was the God was
Publicly
publicly endorsed Jesus the
Nazarene.
Nazarene. Yep.
Nazarene by doing powerful miracles, wonders, and signs through him, as you well know. Acts
Yes. Acts 2:22. I'm gonna read it too. Is that okay, guys? I'll read it from here so I can.
I barely could
So,
hear
people of Israel, God publicly endorsed Jesus the Nazarene by doing powerful miracles, wonders, signs through him, as you well know. So God endorsed him. He also endorsed him when he was baptized. He said that he was the Son of God, right? And then Jesus went out and did all these powerful acts. And there was many acts. He healed the blind. He cast out demons. He healed people from leprosy. He raised people from the dead. He fed thousands of people with just a little bit. Like, he did lots of cool miracles. And this just shows that God, he approved Jesus. He endorsed him, and did these miracles through him because he was the Son of God, right? So I have a little activity that we will. I'm gonna use Oliver as a volunteer. So what we're gonna do, Oliver. I'm going to have you come over here. No, over there. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, and I have this pool.
Am I supposed to be out of
I want you to put your mask over your eyes. All right?
Am I supposed
So
to
now
be
you're
out of
blind. Can you see him?
No,
Move
Yeah.
over a little bit more.
See me now?
Okay.
barely.
Yeah, come right here. Come
Yeah,
right
there
here,
you go.
Oliver.
Yep, right there.
Okay, right
That's
there.
good.
Okay, you're
Yep.
good. All right. So, here's what we're going to do. Oliver, I'm going to come over here. Right? And I want you, when I give you instructions, I want you to do it,
I
okay?
can't see you, Jeremy.
You can't see me? Okay, I'm gonna come over here. Oh, you're good. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Alright, you ready? Are you guys ready for this? It's gonna be fun.
Oh.
Alright. Are you guys ready? Duck! Oh! Alright?
That was good.
Alright, are you ready? Alright, jump!
Oh.
Jump! Oh. Alright, are you ready? Are you okay? Move to the left. All right, are you guys ready? Move to the right. Missed him. All right, duck. He's good at that one. All right, so that is our funny little activity. Thank you, Oliver. All right,
I was like,
so. Did Oliver do a good job following my directions?
Yeah.
He did a good job. Did he do a good job at home, guys?
No.
Yeah, I think he did a good job. All right. So, now what was the purpose of that activity? Well, I'm not going to tell you yet. We are first going to go look at, is it Kit and Andy? Yeah, so we're going to look at Kit and Andy and see what teaching stone they get today. And we are going to see what Bible stories they talk about. I bet you they're going to talk about Bible stories that pertain to Jesus' miracles. That's exciting. And I'm sure it should be good fun. So let's go jump into the jungle and see what Kit and Andy are doing.
I don't understand it. We're right here at this spot on the map where it says the stone will be, and we can't find it. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, calm down, kid. I'm sure we're gonna find it sooner or later. Around here, you know, why don't we just take some time and rest?
Calm down. Calm down. There is no time to calm down. We have to keep looking. Let's go, please. What are you doing?
Me? Oh, I'm reading my Bible.
Oh, are you learning more about puzzles and deciphering stones and whatnot?
Well, not exactly. I think it's important to take time every day to read my Bible. I mean, that's how God speaks to me, and I want to listen, and I want to worship Him.
Fine, then. Just hurry it up so we can keep looking for this stone.
Now, I'll be happy to help just as soon as I'm done with this chapter.
Great. You finished yet?
No.
How about now?
No.
Now?
No.
Now?
No.
Now?
Well, almost.
Oh, Andy, forget it. I'll just go and find it myself.
And done. All right, Kit, I'm ready to help look for that stone. Kit? Where'd you go?
Woo! I did it! Yes, no treasure is safe when Kid Winsworth is on the case! Yes, I found it, and we're one step closer to finding our next stone.
Well, that's great news, Kit. And I'm glad you're here, because I've got breakfast ready. I wanted to wait until you got back.
That looks so good! Oh, yum, and I'm so hungry. It's delicious. What are you doing? Oh, not that again. He's sleeping. Come on, Andy, wake up. Hey. Hey, hello. Hey. Andy, please wake up. Hey, excuse me. We've got to hurry up so we can figure out the stone. Andy.
And
no.
amen.
What's amen?
Oh, it's just something I say when I'm finished.
Finished sleeping?
Oh, no, I wasn't sleeping. I was praying.
Oh.
See, I think it's important to talk to God every day and thank Him for the things He gives me, like food.
Oh, yes, whatever. Anyway, we've got to figure this out. I have come back with this.
That?
Yes.
That doesn't really look like the puzzles we've seen so far. I mean, that looks like it could have been made by a monkey or something.
Well, all right. It's the only thing we have to go on right now, so we're going to have to figure it out. Let's see now. There we go. I think I got it. No. Yes, this, no, wait. Sure, let's see, here we go. I lost it, no. Eureka! Right here, the monkey, right?
Uh-huh.
The monkeys have the next stone, that's right. They are in possession of the next stone, and this is bowing down. We must bow down to the Monkey King in order to get that clue to the stone.
Bow down to the Monkey King?
Yes, we must bow down to him. The instructions are all right here on the tablet. Basically, we're just going to shout nice things at them and bow down to them. So let's get started.
Whoa, wait a sec.
What?
No, we can't bow down.
And why not?
Well, bowing down to monkeys or anything is wrong. The only thing we're supposed to bow down to is God. It's a form of worship. I mean, it says so right here in the Bible.
Oh, that's great. I should really read about that.
Really?
Yes, no. Anyway, we've got to sit here, bow down, and get the blessings from the monkeys. Now, are you with me or not?
I'm sorry, Kit. No. I'm not going to bow down to a Monkey King. It's wrong, and there's got to be some other way to find the stone.
All right, then, fine. I'll do it by myself.
All right.
Oh, great Monkey King! No creature could compare with you. I humble myself before your monkey greatness, and will you bestow wisdom upon me as I am down on my knees? Oh, please,
Kit, I think
monkey! Bestow your blessings upon me, great monkey! I ask you to give me your blessings!
That was a bad idea.
Oh no! This must be some sort of trick by those monkeys! Oh, look what I've done! They tricked me! This is terrible! I can't believe I fell for this!
Well, it's gonna be okay, kid.
No, it's not. It's hopeless is what it is.
It's not hopeless.
Yes, it is. How can you even say that?
Because look, we found it.
What?
It's the miracle stone.
We did it! We found the stone, Andy!
Yes.
Yes!
The miracle stone. Now, if this stone's like the others, and we know that these other stones here are going to have some pictures that will tell the story.
That's right.
Now, if it's the miracle stone, I'm betting it's pictures that will tell the story, yes, of some of Jesus' more amazing miracles.
Wonderful.
All right. Yes, now, let's see if I can find some of these miracles.
Wait.
These are
Miracles,
amazing.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So Jesus actually performed these miracles?
Yes, yes.
I didn't know he could do that. I thought he just, taught people and stuff.
Well, Jesus did way more than just teach. I mean, he had power. Now here in John chapter 9, we get to see this. All right, okay, Jesus and his disciples, they saw a man who was blind. This guy had been blind his entire life. He couldn't see anything.
Terrible.
Well, Jesus did something pretty strange. He spat in some dirt, made some mud, and then he smeared it over the guy's eyes.
Oh, wait a minute. Jesus made mud and rubbed it on some blind man's face,
Yes.
and that doesn't sound very nice.
Well, that's not the end of the story. Now, see, Jesus told the man to go and wash.
Okay.
The guy did, and after he washed, he could see.
Really?
That's right. Jesus healed him.
That's amazing. That is awesome. I didn't know Jesus had that kind of power.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes.
Now, but that's one miracle Jesus performed. Well, let's see if that helps us out with these stones.
All right, then. Let's see. There's a stone over here with a man who's blindfolded, and
I
that
can't
probably
see.
represents the blind
Blind man.
man. Yes. And then right here is the same man with his eyes open who can see.
That's right.
Wonderful. We found our first clue.
Excellent. All right, now there's more miracles than just that.
All right, then.
Ah, yes, here's another one.
right.
All right, in Mark chapter 4,
Yes.
Jesus and his disciples were traveling across the Sea of Galilee. They were sailing.
Yes.
Well, this wasn't a fun trip, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a huge storm comes at them. I mean, the wind blowing everywhere, huge waves spilling over into the boat, filling with water. The disciples were terrified.
Yes. And
Well, Jesus was just asleep in the back of the boat.
wait a minute. There's a horrible storm, and everyone could die, but Jesus is just asleep in the back of the boat. Mm-hmm. Well, doesn't even care.
Well, that's what the disciples were wondering. If you read here, it says, they woke Jesus up and they were yelling at him, "Teacher, don't you care that we're all going to drown?" Well, that's when Jesus did something really cool.
What was that?
He stood up and he said to the wind and the waves, "Silence, be still." And then suddenly, everything was calm.
That's amazing. I didn't know Jesus had that power either. He gets power over things in nature, like wind and water.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, that's another miracle. Let's see if that will help us out even more with our stone puzzle.
Let's see. Well, we have right here what looks like a boat with people in it sailing on some rough water.
Oh, yes,
So
it's stormy
probably
water.
represents our storm. And then right here we have, a boat, and it looks like just very calm water.
Because Jesus calmed the storm in the
That's
story.
wonderful. Yes, we've gotten our second clue.
All right, now we're making great progress, but
right,
there's
then.
more.
Right.
Ah, now this is a truly amazing story right here. John chapter 11. There's a story about a man named Lazarus.
Yes.
Now, Lazarus was sick. Well, he had two sisters named Mary and Martha. They sent word to Jesus. They wanted Jesus to come and heal him.
Yes. So, of course, he did right away. Go and heal him, and that was it.
Well, no.
No?
No. When Jesus got there, Lazarus was already dead.
No. That's terrible.
It was terrible. Everyone was sad. There were people crying there at the tomb. But Mary and Martha, they came up to Jesus and they told him, "No, if you'd come here sooner, Lazarus would still be alive."
Yes.
Well, Jesus, even though everyone was sad, he did something amazing.
What?
He said, "Your brother will rise again." Then he went and he stood at the entrance to the tomb and he shouted, "Lazarus, come out!"
What good will shouting at him do? I mean, he's already dead.
Well, you're right. I mean, normally shouting wouldn't help anyone that was dead, but remember, this is a story about Jesus' power. Jesus shouted, and Lazarus came out of the tomb. He was alive.
No, really?
Yes, he was alive and well. You see, Jesus has more powerful than even death.
Jesus has that kind of power too. Amazing. Well, then certainly there's got to be something here about that. Okay, we
Yes,
have...
it looks like there's 2 more stones.
There are. This one, let's see, it's a tomb, it looks like, and there are people maybe crying in front of it.
Yes, and they were
Oh,
sad.
okay, yes. And then the last stone is someone walking out of the tomb. That must be Lazarus. Yes, wonderful. That's it.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yes. Now, these are some amazing stories, amazing things that Jesus did, but he did even more than just those miracles.
Really?
Yes. He performed many, many miracles, and there's all kinds of stories about them in the Bible. But the thing about Jesus' miracles, they were always to help people. But he did even something bigger than that.
And what was that?
When he performed miracles, he proved that he was God's son. Now see, that's how he showed us who he really is. That's why I take extra time every day to read my Bible and pray. And since Jesus is God's son, I need to listen to what he has to say. And that's why I'm not going to bow down to any monkeys. It's only God that I'm going to bow down to, or his son, Jesus.
Yes.
See, I believe it's important to tell others about him, too.
You know, that makes sense when you say it like that. But I'm not really sure who you're going to be able to tell about Jesus out here in the jungle.
Well, you.
Me?
Yes, you. That's why I agreed to come on this trip. I wanted to help teach you about Jesus. I mean, we've learned so much so far. I mean, we've learned about how, Jesus was God's gift and the sin problem that we all have. And we've learned about how Jesus learned about God and took time to memorize Scripture so he could resist temptation. We've learned about Jesus' teachings about money, fame, and power. And today, we got to learn about Jesus performing amazing miracles. You see, that's why I wanted to come on this trip, so I can teach you all these things, because you're the one that maybe needed to tell someone about Jesus soon. You might be the Jesus expert next time.
I don't know what to say. I mean, this is amazing. I've learned that Jesus is God's son, and I probably do need to start talking to him more, like you do when you pray. And I probably could start reading Bible and doing what that says, because that is a way to worship him, right?
That's right. I'm glad to hear you say all that. But you know what? I think it's time to take a look at the miracle stone.
Oh, yes, that's right.
All right, let's see if we got the order of the stones correctly. It worked.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Yes, the miracle stone. All right, let's take a look at the back here.
Okay, well, it looks like some sort of weird plus sign, I guess.
Well, Kit, that's actually called a cross. And the story of Jesus wouldn't be complete without it.
Right, so this cross does look similar to a cross that's on the map here. Let's see. Yes, right about here.
Ah, yes.
That must be where the next stone is.
Excellent.
Well, we better get going, my friend, if I'm going to learn more so that I can eventually tell others about Jesus.
Well, all right.
Come along, then.
Let's get going.
It's time once again for another monkey challenge! Pick the color of the monkey that you want to win. Red, blue, yellow, or green. Okay, monkeys. Ready, set, go! Blue wins! Blue wins! He's a spunky monkey!
Boom! All right. So, do you guys know, now that you've seen the video, what the little activity I did with Oliver was all about?
No.
No ideas? What's up, Lydia?
It was a miracle because you're giving him instructions so that he won't get hit.
Well, okay. That's
I think that you were trying to act out the miracle with Jesus and the blind man.
Huh. Well, I mean, those are close. But really, did you guys hear what Andy said? He said, because Jesus is the Son of God, he wants to listen to what he has to say, right? And so life can be a little bit like being blindfolded, right? Like if we don't have anybody to give us directions or help us, we might walk in and stumble into troubles. And things like bad things, right? So but if we have somebody that can direct us, just like I was giving Oliver instructions, we might be able to dodge those troubles, right? And so Jesus is who we need to listen to, right? Because he's the Son of God, right? So if we have Jesus to warn us and to show us the things about the things that are going to happen, maybe warn us about maybe troubles that we might run into if we do something, right? Like we may be able to avoid those troubles, right? Because we know who Jesus is, and we know that he is powerful enough to help us, right? We should listen to what he says. We should be listening to him. We should be spending time praying, reading our word, the Bible, right? We've talked about reading our Bible in other lessons, but like if we see the things that Jesus is warning us about, right? We can keep ourselves out of troubles, right? But I'm excited to see what else we get to learn about Jesus in the weeks to come. But for now, we are going to jump over to small groups.
All right, so let's review the ones that we've done so far, okay? So remember, our very first lesson, we talked about how we have sin in us. And remember, this one was clear, right? But now it's not, right? Because we have sin in our lives, and it makes us, like, super dirty and gross and yucky. All right. So we had that one. Then we talked about this one. Who remembers what this one was? Yes, Jesus is what? Yes, Benjamin. Is our gift from God. That's right. So Jesus is our gift from God. So that was our next day, our week, I should say. Okay. And then we had this one. Who remembers what our Bible stood for? Anyone? All right. So remember, our Bible is our knowledge, right? Our word, the word of the Lord, right? So it helps us to know what the Lord wants us to do. And it also teaches us about Jesus and his life and about God, right? So this helps us through our day-to-day lives. So we have the Bible. Okay. Then we had, I think I got order, but that's okay. And then we have this one too.
Church.
Our church, right? And our church is what? Where we do what? Yes, Leah.
Learn about God.
Learn about God and worship him, right? So that is our church here. And then last week, we talked about these people, right? Who are these people? The disciples, that's right. And how Jesus was teaching his disciples and others, right? Because the whole big crowds would come and listen to Jesus and learn from his teachings. Yes. Okay. Now, today, I have a different object here. Does anyone know what this is? Yes, Tessa. Is it what? I didn't quite hear you. A bandage, yes, it's a bandage, right. And bandages we use to try to do what, Jovi? A little louder. Alright, so if we get hurt or something, we use them, right, exactly. Alright, to help us heal things, right? So our bandage is here to remind us that Jesus heals, right? He healed lots of people, right? We talked about the person who was blind that he healed. Even healed Lazarus from death. That's like the biggest miracle right there. Okay. So what are some other miracles you think that we didn't talk about today? Does anyone know any other miracles that Jesus did Yes, Josh.
He turned the water into wine.
He did turn the water into wine.
His first miracle.
That was his very first miracle, right? And that's a cool miracle on itself too, isn't it? Anyone else have any other miracles that you can think of that Jesus did? Yes, Ben.
He calmed the storm.
That's right. We also talked about how he calmed the storm, right? I don't know anyone else who can do that besides God and Jesus. Yes, Oliver.
He walked on water.
He walked on water. That's another very cool miracle too. Yes, I know if I go try to walk on water, what's going to happen?
You go boing.
I'm going to sink. Yes, I will stay on the ground underneath the water. Right? Yes, for sure. Okay. But I would still sink. Yes. So all of these things remind us and give us hints about how Jesus is the Son of God. Okay, and kind of give us reminders of, you know, what we should focus on and think about in our lives.